Alright, select stream. Refresh. Okay, there we go. And then do I have a chat? I should have a chat. Where's the chat?
You should have the chat automatically.
Oh shit, I just deleted the streaming panel out of the OBS view window. You just close the dockable window. If you'd like to show it again, use the docs menu on the menu bar. Okay. Docs. YouTube control panel. Docs. Chat. Shit. It's like detaching things. Hold on. Can I put the chat on the other side? Alright, let me test the chat. Testing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to figure this stuff out. It was perfect the way it was before. It was like snapped to the left side.
Mm-hmm.
But now
It'll be nice. I don't know why. If you end the stream and start it up again, the thing will pop up again.
I have it. It's just like not attached to the window. It's its own thing. Yes, that's fine. It's messy, but I'll figure it out later. And then control panel. Let me chat. Goodbye. There we go. Kind of. I'm trying to make it so that my view thing is on the right side again, but it's not being very nice. Okay, whatever. Whatever we ball. I'll just resize it so it looks right. I'm gonna try and stream over Discord at the same time, and then I'll check the stream. I'll check the stream on YouTube here in a second and just make sure it's not like completely horrible. I don't even think I'll get any viewers really today.
No, it takes a few. It takes a few streams to get people.
It's funny because I did a
test stream. Network.
I did a test stream. Whoops. I did a test stream the other day to try and iron out all this stuff so I wouldn't have to do it on the stream. But it doesn't. I'm still doing it on the stream. No. Dagnabbit. It's being fucky. Alright, whatever. We'll just leave this here. I did want to see custom browser doc. Let's see. Okay. You see, I can do it like this where it toggles between the two, but it's still weird.
Yeah. You needed to get a separate monitor so you can just leave OBS on one side and have just all that shit right there.
So this is the guy I was talking about. He's this hilarious. This guy is brilliant. I mean, he's a total stoner, but he's programming this entire like game engine from scratch in OpenGL, and he's kind of like the inspiration why I wanted to start doing this, because he's just this chill dude who he's super smart. But let's see if I can. Okay, yeah. I want to check the quality. I mean, he's a total stoner, but he's programming this entire like game engine from scratch in OpenGL, and he's kind of like the inspiration why I wanted to start doing this, because he's just this chill. Yeah. Oh, another thing too that I noticed. Was that the stream like colors seem kind of muted. I don't know what the deal with that is. I'll check it out right now though. Image settings, desktop and color settings. Let's see. I'm gonna turn up digital vibrance maybe a little bit. Let's see if it's insane. If I just jack that up all the way, what happens? Didn't really seem like anything happened. Let me refresh the stream and see if there's an impact. Let's see if it's insane.
Let me.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely had an impact. Hold on. I need to turn up maybe my brightness a little bit. Just like a smidge. I just wanted to look more clear. Like that maybe. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. My display, the colors were a little bit muted. Okay. So what was I doing? We're gonna make a new folder. Not file.
You're not showing up on the YouTube for me.
Oh really? Here.
Yeah.
I'll try linking the stream directly. I'll put it in game development work there. And I don't know if it'll pull up. It might have like a buffer time thing. I don't know. Upload. Go do new folder.
All right, cool.
It's gonna be UE5 project for now because I don't really know what the code name for it's gonna be. The previous one was called Project Anamoya, but development brainstorm. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I need to start playing music so that cool people and cool kids can have something to listen to. I'll have to see how loud this. I gotta figure out the balancing on this still because when I was streaming last time, I couldn't tell if it was like the right audio level. Okay. Let me pause this and pull this up. When I was streaming last time, I couldn't tell if it was like the right audio level. I think it's okay.
Yeah, it sounds alright on the TV.
Okay. It's a little bit loud for me, but I'll just turn it down.
The more you fuck with it, the worse it's gonna get.
Yeah, I already balanced out because like my mixer, it's really weird. I don't know what the deal is, but like I have to turn Google Chrome way down. Otherwise it's just, my ears start bleeding. Okay, so where to start with this? The tricky thing with what the fuck? the tricky thing with making a game, which I kind of learned from the previous project. Maybe I'll just start there. I'm just gonna refresh my memory of what I've already done in Unreal Engine, because it's difficult. You have to have a really good idea of like what you're trying to do from the start. Like what you're building up to, because a lot of systems, if you do them the wrong way early on just to get something like functional, you're gonna pay for it later, I think. I noticed that when I was working on my project that I had last time, Project Anamoya, which I think I have. Get out the way. Get out the way, G-Force. I put dev blogs of on this channel, I think, 5 months ago. This one, for whatever reason, got a lot of views, which I'll get into here in a second. I changed it a bit from here, but I think I don't know, there's something about the camera effects and things that people just liked. Like this guy liked the lighting or whatever. But that was basically this project, which, Tyler, you kind of watched me fuck around with this for a while. Well, it loads up. I'm going to grab a second pop though. The one part of this that makes me kind of sad is like all the work I put into this is kind of lost to me at this point. I'm gonna pause the music for a second just so I wanted to test the audio of this too with the new audio levels. Let's see. Oh. Okay. So this was the previous build. There wasn't much to it. I had a main menu I was working on, and if we click start, it would move. There's not really a loading screen. It would move you to the basically like the dev room I was building out. There's a lot of issues with conditions. So like starting out, some things would work normally, like the resting head bob works, but if you start walking, there's no footstep sounds until you like stop and then start walking. I think I might need to boost the audio of that too, actually, of Unreal. Oh wow, it's already maxed out. Okay, well, whatever. It's subtle, but... And then same thing with sprinting. You'd have to sprint, stop, and then start sprinting again to actually hear it. Gun worked. Had a firearm that was I got off the marketplace. Again, but it like starts with the light on for whatever reason. You have to like turn it off twice to turn it on and off normally. Gunshot sounds were a thing. Oh, I didn't have ammo. This was the nightmare part. I was trying to make this gun work, and the mag wasn't like actually working correctly, so I had like troubleshooting code I was using. So if I hit P, it would tell me like the count in the gun. So if I shot one round, the top number should drop to 8 out of 39. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then no ammo and gun. It would take the 9 out and reload it. But there's some weird things where like if I reload it right now, it takes 9 out and just drops it on the floor. So every time you reload, it drops the entire mag count out of the reserve, even though it's technically in the gun and not in the reserve. So like there's a bunch of broken code with that. I'm not even going to use any of this code. I'm just going to rebuild everything from scratch, and just pay closer attention to the documentation. If I turn off the camera effects, I had physics for certain things, like this chair has collision that allows it to float. Tyler, that's your death noises that I used to I was testing like the pathing for the tracer bullet out of the gun, and I used that to do that. There's a door that has physics and sound, but it wasn't very good. In the sense that it like it could just be better. Like it doesn't like shut, and it can move in either direction. It doesn't latch. And then we had some really basic AI that runs like 1,000,000 miles an hour, but they would come at the player if they see you. Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Just standing.
Yep. It's another thing, you can just continually reload the gun in random states. And then you see it says no reserve of ammo. But yeah, it was really shitty. I basically want to rebuild it, which a lot of errors too. Here was the main menu. I bought a bunch of these assets too off the marketplace, but I put a lot of money into assets. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them all, or if I'm even going to use all the assets, but this was the main menu. And then I think if I pull it out of the viewfinder here, this is the debug room that we were just in. I was doing some things too, like making variable textures on walls that were like hand painted, but yeah, I'm basically lost at this point with yeah, like this stick dude here. I'm kind of lost with the code I'd already made. Like I couldn't pick this up and keep rolling with it. I think there's too many issues, so I have better planning this time and kind of outline stuff. I was kind of thinking of almost making a like movement shooter, kind of like a good example would be like
Overkill.
Yeah, like Overkill. Game. Is it Overkill?
It's Ultra.
Ultra Kill. I really like this game. Apparently it's not very popular, except like be very specific. Ultra Kill. But I was thinking of making a movement shooter that's like low poly looking, kind of like this. But I mean, the thing is, this looks like it would be a simple game to kind of make, but it's really not simple. I think there's so much shit going on. But it's very clear in what it's trying to do, as compared to like a horror survival game. It's a little bit more nuanced. Another problem with making like a really creepy game is like the horror itself might require a lot to pull off, right? Like, so one of the issues I ran into with Project Anamoya is I was going for like this really rugged, realistic look, which means that like animation wise I can't have like an environment that the static objects look very nice, but then like all the animations are shit. Like if the monster chases the player in a T-pose or has really janky animations, it's just gonna take you out of it. But if you make like a low poly kind of game, you can get away with a lot of like shitty development practices because it's kind of like expected by the way the game looks.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of almost making a low poly horror game, but one idea I had, so let's just see here. Generalized game ideas. So I'm making a movement shooter, low poly shooter, or a low poly game, horror game, or a low poly horror game. One thing I was looking into too, which actually linked, I think, in the game development work thing. I forgot that Anders fucking put this guy in here.
It should be your main character.
Yeah, you guys don't know this. We actually have a paid
actor.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be in the game. Alexander Monster. His fucking last part of his tag is Monster. It's goofy as shit. So Baba, a long time ago, linked this, which would cost me like...
Oh.
Yeah, so it's an entire asset pack that's low poly based already, so it'd give you a lot of what you need to get going. Because that's another thing, is like modeling, which part of me is leaning towards saving up and getting a pack like this. And the other part of me, which I was experimenting with this, is actually using using Blender to make learning Blender to make my own assets, but that's complicated. The process for making something in Blender though isn't that complicated. I mean, like the very bare bones of it, like basically like this cube, let's say this cube's good enough, right? Like I'm ready to rock with this cube and export it. It's just file, export, FBX, I think. And then you would do some, I don't know, it's just untitled right now. Let me move this to desktop. We'll make it visceral. I was testing some of this earlier. But you would do, what is it? Geometry. What is it? There's some things you do. It's selected objects, I think. And then smoothing on face, I think. And armature, and you wouldn't bake animations because this doesn't have any animations if we're just doing a static object. And you'd export that. And then within Unreal, I'm like pretty sure you can import that way too. So visceral 3D assets, untitled. Did I do it this way? Oh, I messed something up, but it's pretty close to that. I did it with another object. If I import debug cube, see, that one worked because I did it correctly, but import all, and then that should be here. So I made this in Blender. It's just this giant cube.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I could, and well, you can do a lot of stuff too. So like, I didn't bake a texture onto this in Blender, but you can do it in Unreal. If I can reduce the scale. Yeah, so I can basically, then I can just go in here and enable physics or enable gravity. And if I play it, it's just this cube. In fact, I wonder if I can shoot it, and that will just... I need to get ammo first, hold on. Let's see. Oh shit. think it's already... Yeah, you can see it's moving. Like, that's just a Blender asset. It's a cube I made. I don't think that will fly with it properly, but... Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to pipeline things from Blender into Unreal, but the devil's in the details. Like, I just made this warpy-ass cube that doesn't make any sense. And, like, in theory, it's not hard to get things in, but it's not... It ain't that easy either, so... I don't know, that's something I might need to look into. The whole thing with game development is it's going to take me a lot of time, so... And you kind of accept that it's going to take me forever, and just chip away at it a little bit at a time. But for now, I'm just going to keep with game ideas. So there's movement shooter, low poly horror game. Low poly horror game. I like the idea of making something that has a gritty shooter kind of feel to it. Kind of like one of my favorite games is... I hope this is streamer friendly. I don't know. Blood Trail?
I don't think so.
Probably
Blood
not.
Trail, that is not.
It is extremely gory, but I love how gritty it is. There's not a lot of games that, you know, I wonder what Blood Trail, like, on Steam, if you were to look it up, I wonder if it's what rating it has, if it even has a rating, because it's pretty intense. And I don't really care if I dox my Steam. It doesn't matter. Let's see.
The stream is so delayed.
The
YouTube.
Oh yeah, it's always delayed. I think that's by design. Publisher release date. I gotta be careful looking at Steam too while I'm on stream, because there's so much, like, you know, adult. Yeah. There's so many adult games on here that if I'm not careful, I might show them, and then I'm fucked. Let's see. I don't think there's even. Is there even a rating?
I don't think it's rated. I don't think it is.
Anyway, bottom line is I like the I like what they got going on over there. So I also like the idea of realism. So there's that. I'm gonna do something else too, because I was thinking I'm gonna have a rough idea of what I want to do. Like I want an idea of what the end result is going to be. But even before I get there, there's a lot of like very basic things that I need to create beforehand. Like, how's the main menu gonna work? I'm gonna have to make a main menu. I'm gonna have to make a UI for the main menu so that it's actually, you can interact with the UI. And it will do things like load levels or save the game, or cause I don't think I'm doing multiplayer. It's another thing I'm going to put in here for the, I guess, design document. That's what I'm going to name this, actually. Design doc is, it's going to be single player. I was going to do I was thinking of doing a multiplayer, but it's such a giant, complicated thing that, like, I don't, until I've made at least a single player game or two, I don't even think I'm going to mess with it, because like net code and using like servers and communicating between servers and the client and syncing everything up is like a lot. It's a whole other level of like complexity that I'm just not ready for. So it's going to be single player. And I might need to chew on this for a while. The actual design, like the actual like, I guess, story of the game or the theme of it. It's not uncommon for things to start as one thing and turn into another. But for now, I'm going to do mandatory game systems. And this is going to be a list of things that need to, regardless of what the game is, will need to be accomplished. Can you like auto indent? Oh well. So it's gonna need to have a main menu. Maybe. Oh, I was also thinking of doing something that's like a roguelike. Like maybe you don't have. You know how in Amnesia the Bunker you have like a save area, but the game's kind of like a roguelike in the sense that like if you don't save your game, you just lose all your progress. And you don't have the luxury of saving whenever you want. It's very conditionalized. I was thinking of making a game that's kind of like that. Like, I don't know if I'll have a safe room or what, but it would be cool to have like a survival game that is like a roguelike. Generalized game ideas. I was also thinking of procedural generation for levels or tasks with a question mark, because that could be very complicated. But I think it'd be kind of cool to have like a survival esque feel to it that is dependent on looting. Put a question mark next to that too. Just like you can sprinkle in stuff, like even again Amnesia the Bunker. It's not a survival game, but it kind of feels like it a little bit at times, because like you have to scavenge to try and find anything,
bullets and
like bullets and meds. There's crafting in it, but it's really like dialed back to the point that it's not. I don't know if I'd call it a survival game at all, but let's see. Another thing is, I think this lo-fi is okay, but I kind of want some like streamer friendly lo-fi. You know what I wonder? Nah, Monodrone's probably copywritten for sure.
What about 9 Inch?
9 Inch Nails, their entire Ghost album I think is Creative Commons, but they're such a popular band that I don't know. Also, their music's not really like chill. It's I want some like New York style hip hop. Let's see. It's gonna take me a while to get good. Good music that I know isn't a problem. Hip hop, free, no copyright, music, instrumental, and beats. Let's see. This guy is really cool. He's coding, and he's got a skeleton mask on, dude.
Dude, he's so cool.
No
What's his number?
Sound. I don't know. This is. Do they actually link it? Let's see. TikTok, no copyright, no copyright. I'm just making sure. No copyright, no copyright, no copyright, no copyright. Okay, TikTok, no copyright. Okay. This guy is phased. All right, we'll fuck with this a little bit. I'm gonna turn it up a pinch though. Survival-esque looting. Okay, mandatory gameplay system. Main menu, we're gonna have to have a load/save system. We're gonna have a player character framework. And I mean, that could be a whole thing. And as I expand on these in more detail, I'll have to do subcategory or subtasks for each one. Like the player character framework is gonna be an entire thing. Like I don't even know. That's probably like a whole day of work or more, because I'm gonna have to figure out like, because a player character is multiple parts. It's like the camera, how that is attached to the collision box or whatever your anchor point is for that. Is there do I want to have a third person character model in the sense that like I can see, you can see your own body? I think I want to do that, but let's see.
I stream on Twitch because you can do licensed music.
Really?
Yeah.
I just need some stuff that's like pretty good, you know? You know who actually has good music? That dude, Tokyo Spliff. He has a fairly decent playlist that he listens to. I don't know if I'm allowed to stream his stream on my stream, though. I'll have to do research.
YouTube options.
Oh, another thing I needed to do, just in case, is a be right back. I'm gonna do this really quick before I forget.
BRB.
Jib. It's my name, apparently. And because it's going to be really sad when this happens, we're going to make a baby crying. Like this.
It's like a Roblox character.
It's uvula. No, that's too detailed. We'll just do... This is just placeholder. I'll go into Photoshop later and actually like flesh this stuff out. I needed to do this in an OBS earlier, but I forgot. Kyle's here. He said, "I just want to smoke crack with my friends."
Yeah.
I like how I'm responding to the chat while responding over the stream too. It's like response inception. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna test this. So, theoretically speaking, so this is like not the whole stream. Let's resolution. Okay, let's see. So if I go control and then down, I'm gonna start screaming, and I want to see if it cuts the audio. I know it didn't cut it in Discord probably, but I want to see on the stream because my mute key in Discord is different. Let's see. Oh, not there. I hate that they moved the button because back in the day, this used to be your channel button, but not anymore. Discord is different. Whole thing. Yeah. Let's see. This is like not...
Okay, so right before the fucking BRD screen thing came up, after that it was mute.
And then down.
So
Yeah,
you're
I
good.
started screaming, and I want to see if it cuts the audio. It's kind of an abrupt thing, just like... Alright, we're back. Does that actually work when I'm like out of the window too? I know it didn't, because back in the day, this used to be... Oh wow, yeah, the stream delay is insane.
Okay. Mute. So you're good.
It's like stream inception. I'm reviewing the stream of the stream. It's kind of an abrupt thing, just like in the stream.
I'm watching you stream and watching the stream while you stream that stream.
I like how abrupt it is though, so if I ever leave, I'm just gonna make that a habit of like screaming, just and then I come back like that. So we'll just make that a thing. You won't really notice it in Discord. Do I dare open classified while I'm streaming? I think I should probably not.
No.
I never know what's gonna be in there. It's just gonna be a black box. We don't ever open class. It's classified for a reason, actually. It's because it's extremely sensitive information. So
if you open it right now, you're fine.
Okay, you're just gonna be my dedicated stream assistant. Wow, yeah. Good thing I was careful with that. Dude, we gotta do something with Soapbox too someday. I was thinking of streaming on Soapbox, but
when I get home, I just need to find some B-roll. We put the video together and we can get the Fox Island video up.
Yeah. My only problem is my freaking time nowadays is so all over the place. Okay, this instrumental hip hop type beats is not doing it for me. Lo-fi chilled, Twitch and streamer friendly. Lo-fi hip hop. I want some like lo-fi monodrone-esque hip hop. Is it actually copyright free? Because I hate this. I like it when they put it in the title, so I kind of know. But like, let's check this one. Yeah, it's so tricky because there's a lot of people. If YouTube detects you're using copyright in music, they'll just like
even if it's a cover, they'll flag it.
Yeah, DM save free, 12 hours. Okay, we'll give this a shot. Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of chill. Okay, so main menu, load save system, player character framework. We're gonna need to understand load save system, main menu, settings. That's actually a subset of the main menu. Is going to be. Can I bullet point this? No, I just want. What the fuck? Google. If I highlight just that, I only want. No, I just want that though. Okay, maybe is that throwing it off? Let's see. I want this to look good. See, this is cool. I like this because I can like. Oh shit. I can do this.
It just does the entire section.
Yeah, it's doing the whole section though. It's being stupid. Let me just. Can I just do this? Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. The mandatory game system section will never be one I'm like the very top box. That's gonna take me months before I'm able to take the top box of that. Take the talk box.
Taking the talk box from the Tic Tacs.
Dude, I got a problem. I've been taking the talk box way too much. Taking Tic Tacs to the talk box, man.
I'm taking the Tic Tacs and Broward County TikTok.
Yeah. Settings. Save load. Well, play. Exit. Maybe level select. Load save system. Progression. Framework, so I can understand like, oh, player was at this point, so there needs to be some framework of understanding with the level progression, so that it can kind of like if level 1 complete, then level 2, not if level 1 complete, loop level 1 or some shit like that. So player character framework, we're gonna have to have a camera solution. We're gonna have to have a collision box system. We're gonna have to have a player model. We're gonna have to have a view model approach that's generalized because there's a lot of ways to do it. We'll just leave that there. So main menu, load save system, player character framework. Where's some other basic things? Oh yeah, controls. We'll just leave that at controls for now. We're gonna need a movement, controls, movement, how the fuck do you spell movement? Controls, movement. We're gonna need a projectile / firearm system. The game's gonna have guns in it. I don't think there's any way it doesn't. It's just a matter of how we do it. We're going to need. Again, this is how crazy game development is. These are like even if I did all of this stuff on screen right now, which maybe I should get in the habit of like, I'm gonna boost the resolution or boost the zoom on this stuff just so it's easier to see on stream. Even if I did all of these things right now, I don't have a game. It's just like the very basics of what you could even build on top of. But I want to be really clear with this because when I was doing Project Anemoia and working on that, I was doing something like this where I was getting like the core gameplay stuff figured out one piece at a time, but it was extremely aimless. I need to get the basics down, and then I need to pretty quickly get like again the generalized game ideas. I need to get this figured out too. I need to have a good understanding of what I'm doing. Can I indent this? No. I need okay, you know, we'll just down here, and we'll do make this shit to do section. Okay, play, exit, mandatory game systems. Go back in here and delete the other design doc. Which one was the imposter design doc? This one? Okay. Okay, so no, leave it in the trash. Stay in the fucking trash. Projectile / firearm system. We're gonna need to have basic AI, an understanding of that, but more so again, AI is gonna have it's gonna have player character framework systems baked into it, because it's a lot of the same stuff. The AI is gonna have to have cameras figured out for the AI, collision boxes, player model for the AI, the view model approach, maybe not, but a lot of the same frameworks. What the hell's going on here? Oh my lord. Yeah, Google Docs bullet point system kind of broken, not gonna lie.
Actually, those are not bullet points. Those are checkboxes.
They're from the bulleted list section, technically.
It's a subfamily, you stupid piece of shit.
We're gonna have a generalized art approach, generalized story approach. These two are gonna be complicated. That's where, again, I'm gonna kind of have to. That's the part I haven't figured out yet. Because when you look at, again, according to G2, the 7 stages of game development. Step 1, planning. What type of game are we producing? That's extremely complicated. Will it be 2D, 3D? Or is it going to be 3D? What are some key features it must have? Who are the characters? Where does it take place? The tricky thing about answering all these questions is a lot of the development work needs to coincide with the story and the art approach. Because, like, let's say it's... Like, if you look at Overkill again, Overkill, it's very... clear that the movement and like the art style, ultra kill. I look at this game. I never really bought it or played it, but if you look at Ultra Kill, not EVE Online, but
that is crazy. they did a graphics update.
Like Ultra Kill, the view model, the art, the gameplay systems, everything comes together, and it has to complement itself or complement the other systems for it to feel like a cohesive experience. So like the really tricky thing about not having finished a game completely by myself yet is like building out the systems at the start that will actually serve the story and the art later. But that's not something you really, I mean, if you look at there's a whole process for this called I think it's gray boxing in games. Is it gray boxing? Yeah, so if you look at like this is a good example. Before you really even get art figured out, a lot of developers will do gray boxing for the level design. So they'll get a bunch of assets, or not even assets, they'll just get like blocks and shit to map out the levels. They don't really have the art figured out yet. They're just getting like the systems in place, but it's tricky because you have to have both in mind at all times, because like, I don't know, this boat, like maybe somebody in the art team's like, dude, I could do bridges but I can't do boats, so now they're fucked. Now that boat's got to get replaced with something else, so it's like, it's complicated. So anyway, generalized art approach and story approach, those are going to be work in progress. I think this is enough to start with. Let's make this could be mandatory game systems. We're gonna make this mandatory. building block systems, because everything's going to be built on top of this regardless of what the game direction takes. I don't see there not being a main menu. I don't see there not being a load save system. I don't see there not being a player character framework control. There's got to be controls, I hope. Imagine making a game that has no controls. Yet somehow, like, how would you even interact with it? It would have to be like, there would need to be controls. Movement.
Just a movie.
Yeah, it's just a cutscene. Projectile firearm system. I do think that's going to be a part of the game. So let's start with maybe getting a main menu figured out. We'll start there. So let's do, I'm going to close out Unreal. We're going to make a new project. And I'll probably be jumping back and forth between like, this music sounds like some shit out of like Pokemon or something. I don't even know. Let's see. I think I remember a little bit about the main menu systems in Unreal. I'm going to be doing primarily Blueprint. I think so. So this is already tricky, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a new project. Is it going to be a first-person or third-person project? I don't know. We're going to name this project, because I already have a folder called Visceral. I'm just going to name it. Oops, we're going to do games. I was thinking, to force myself to learn a lot, I might just start with a blank template and build literally everything from scratch, because they would force me to learn a lot of the other things I don't know. I'm going to do it. Project _ visceral. Visceral. I don't know how to spell. How do you spell visceral? I think it's like that. No, it's not. It's VISCER. Like I said, I don't know how to fucking spell. Okay, I never graduated high school. Visceral. 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 All right, we're gonna create this. This could be the new. And I mean, it's hard to say. I might end up making another project in the process of making this game. But for now, this will be the endpoint for everything. Let me rename this so I don't look, regarded. Nope.
He's special.
I don't look special. Damn it, get out of my way.
I ain't special.
Damn it, get out of my way. Wait, I'm going to name this Project Visceral. Okay, 3D assets. No. Another problem with the other project was, like, I didn't organize the file structure very good. I need to figure that out pretty quickly here. So we're gonna do an assets folder. We're gonna do a so assets are like props, any models, any kind of models will be in here. You know, before I even get ahead of myself, let's go into assets. We're gonna make a new pipeline for that too. There's gonna be props. There's gonna be player models. It's gonna be player models. It's gonna be weapon models. The reason I'm separating all these is like the kind of code and files that go into, say, like a chair that just sits there and does nothing versus like a player model or a weapon model are very different and can get complicated. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go to the new folder. We're gonna name this one levels. We'll just leave it like that for now. So we got a new project here, and this is a new map. I'm gonna go new level. It's gonna be a open world. We're gonna make an empty level, and let's see. So project visceral content, starter content. Where is this in my on my actual like drive on my computer? Show and content browser, show and explorer, PC documents, Unreal Engine, project visceral. Okay, content, developers, started content. What does that look like in the content drawer? All content, started content, all. We'll just move this whole thing. Project visceral content. So I think those other ones are hidden within Unreal, but we'll just move these in here. And assets. Okay. Did that actually go through? No? The fuck? This doesn't really matter. This guy stinks. That's not very nice. Screw it. We'll just... There's too much negativity. I think I'm just done making games.
You should ban that guy. You should get rid of him. He's a piece of shit.
This guy's a piece of shit, dude. That's really... that's not nice.
This guy stinks!
I just don't think I have it in me, dude. That's too much negativity. I'm gonna have to stop the stream, guys. Sorry. I'm just gonna...
Fuck this shit.
Okay, so let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna have to make new folders, I think. Why won't it let me? What the hell's going on here? Content?
Man, I don't know.
All? It's a hierarchy issue here. Let me close Unreal really quick and open it again, because I wonder if... Because you see under Project Visceral in its standard pathing, I put assets and levels, but I wonder if it's like tweaking out right now. Didn't want to detect it. Project Visceral.
Whoa.
Putting that in chat. It's important. It's important that everyone reads that. Okay, content. Why is it... That's so weird. It's like not showing up the folders I put in there, but whatever. Content. See, here I can do folders. So, okay, we'll do this again. Do assets. We're gonna do levels. Or just, yeah, levels. Then within levels, I'm going to do two, because there's levels and then there's levels. There's levels that you play. There's levels that you play that you build out to be played by the player. Like they got, you know, enemies and shit that you know, it's like the levels, like what you think of when you think of levels. But then there's levels. Like with Project Anamoya, the main menu has its own level. But you don't really play a main menu. I mean, unless it's like Black Ops 1 and you have like Mason breaking out of the chair, then technically the main menu is a level. That'd be kind of sick, wouldn't it? If I did a little thing with that. I'm gonna put that in the I'm gonna put that in the design document.
Put you know what to do.
Let player break out of main menu. Maybe this is the only way to actually beat the game. Can you imagine? Like you can't really beat it.
You break out. The game closes. You're done.
Yeah, that's the only way to technically beat the game, is to break out of the main menu and just close it.
It's like an escape room. You're just sitting there trying to figure out how to play the game.
That'd be crazy if you had a game that was like very fourth wall breaky, where like, trying to think of an example. I feel like someone's done that before. Kind of. Have they? Has anyone made a game that's like a complete mindfuck? In the sense that like it's completely non-traditional with how it allows you to interact with it. Like the main menu is the only level. But within the main menu there's levels. So like you have to figure out how to play it, and you're like clicking play and you're clicking play and nothing's happening, but you have to figure out they have to click like play, load, save, exit, and then your guy's like ooh, and breaks out of the chair and now the game actually starts and you're like, what the hell? I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna keep it simple, but I might end up doing something like that with the main menu. So we're gonna make a new. Would you like to save the main menu? Yeah, I want to save it. Is there anything in here?
Do you like gems?
Can I hold on. Weird. Alright, how do I see the floor? Oh, there it is. Alright, here we go. So, I think in the main menu here, I'm just going to do some basic things. So, I want it to be... I'm gonna do something similar to Project Anamoya, where I'm going to have like a... If it is in fact going to allow for this functionality, it's going to need some things. So, it's going to need a player... camera locked into orientation until a condition is met, which then returns control to player character to player to control character in main menu, and it's going to need a set / world built around this. Basically, it's going to be what I did in Project Anamoya. You know what I wonder? I think it'd break things, but I wonder if I could just import. So this is a good example. So you see how fucking messy this is? How much random shit I have? Like external actors are generated, abandoned props 1, assets, blah, 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 blah. Like all this was like vomited into the file explorer, and it made working really, really difficult because like HUD. Why is HUD in the same top level directory as headbob or these arms? So that's something I want to fix moving forward. I'm going to be very clean with my file organization because it's mandatory you do that. Otherwise, you'll just get lost poking through all these different dozens and hundreds of files. But I was thinking I might be able to import the level, the main menu from Anamoya, but I don't know. I'll just build it from scratch. I'm just going to build it from scratch. We're going to, I think
the pipe section, was that connected to the dev room? The same?
No. So that's I'm going to do is something similar to it though. So if we looked at Project Anamoya, which might actually be a good open project. If we go back to Backrooms, which I'll have to recompile here. You'll see I'm going to do it a very similar way, but I'm going to make it better. The main menu was its own. So if we look in here and we turn around, this is the main menu of Project Anamoya. You can see you have, it says bad size. This is a player start position. But the actual thing about it, so if we go to, I think, and again, this is one of the problems with Anamoya, my file organization was horrible. So first person blueprint, yeah, I don't even know where the code is for this, but basically I made it so you have a player position with a camera and everything. So if I click play, your character, I think I could turn off some things. Your character, can I free cam? How do I do this? And it's like F2, F1, F7. Yeah, so F7, you can free cam here. And it's just within this pipe. If I return though, will it let me return? I might just stop and start it again. But when you play it, you're locked in. You can't move or anything. But there's a player start position. You can move the camera around with your mouse. But there's no control over the... I took control from the player. But I can conditionalize that, I think, if I really wanted to. So like if you know, typed in Project Anamoya and hit enter, you could break out. I'm not doing it here because this is a dead project, but I'm going to be referencing a lot of the things I did here to get up to the level I did in the other place. Also, I'm not going to use a lot of these props. I'm just going to gray box everything until I figure out the story and art approach, because that's going to be its own thing. I do have a couple $100 worth of assets. I'd like to use them, but it just might not be the best idea. So for now, we'll just go back here to Project Visceral. Recompile.
Gotta recompile.
Recompile. You know, recompile, mate. It's important. Once a day, at least. So this was the project. Let's go to levels, main menu. Okay. So I think if I go to... I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to relearn a lot of things because it's been a minute. Some guy made a video. This dude.
Go into the fold. And
I just need to see how he very generally like where the section was. There's a way to draw cube grids. Okay, it's under modeling, I think. Modeling. Yeah, so it's cube grid like this. So if I go like this, and I think it's Control E? No. Control Z? No. Control A? No. Control... Where's the documentation? To Graybox UE5. He probably has the link. Most of these guys are pretty good with that. Unless he only linked his own shit. That's usually on by default. Yeah, you can place cubes individually, but wait, this might not even be the video I remember watching.
And anyway, once we have it sorted, let's go ahead and click accept. And that's how we get our start. Using this, we can make some reels. So honestly, whenever for to click, but before making the current new fold, I'll go have it open up our project.
I want to see if he uses cube grid. Because cube grid's really good for this.
Together and we can use and as a way to check if the proportions are right, if the level feels good, and if you like the idea of the entire boundary box.
You know what? Yeah, let me just fuck around with this a little bit.
So once we're done, we can hit.
So I know cube grid's a good way to start. I just don't remember. Is it pull? Yeah. So if you pull, then you get a static material like asset platform. And we turn off wireframe to lit. Yeah, you see how we have like an object in space now. Let me just drag a point light in here. Whoops, drag the point light up. There we go. We'll turn up the intensity and the attention radius. Okay, so I pulled that block up, cube grid. How do I do it? So if you shift click, and then I know it's like control, there's a way to do it. It's control something. Let me just look up cube grid in the Unreal documentation. Oh, I think you just selected an E. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. So there we go. So, and then if you want to select multiple things, you can go like, I think it's shift. Yeah, you can do it like this. Okay, cool. So we'll just do some basic ass materials on this. If we want to, we can select all these and then I think change the material. I mean, this is like wood. Like that, yeah, sure. And then we'll make a really shitty room. I'm gonna make concrete material here. Cool. It's like we'll make actually a little chamber out of this. It's a couple rooms here. The funny thing it's gonna be tricky to keep game development streams like interesting. There's probably a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to do just like on my own time, because nobody wants to see me like reading Unreal Engine documentation for like 30 minutes.
What do you mean? That's entertaining as hell, dude. I'm enthralled.
Right? It's amazing. I've been watching this guy lately as he like reads Unreal Engine documentation, and dude, it's fucking crazy.
I'm gonna show this to my wife, dude. She's gonna go crazy for this guy.
She's gonna leave me for this guy. I'll tell you that right now. Honestly, I get it.
I'm okay with it.
I don't mind.
Shit.
Okay, so we have a little room. Now the fun starts. So I think in the level blueprint, this is where it gets weird. So if we click play right now, nothing will really happen. I'm just a camera in the sky. There's no like there is collision, interestingly enough. There's collision, so that's cool, I guess, baked in. But there's not much else. I'm gonna need to specify a player like spawn point and then UI. This is where I'm probably gonna be jumping back and forth between what I did here in Project Anamoya at the same time. Let's see. So whoops, that's not the window I want. Developing on one monitor is kind of a pain. Let's go back to Project Anamoya, aka Backrooms. Let's save that. Re-render. I need two computers, man. I need to have two separate computers. One where I have my old project up on like a secondary computer, and then this one for this one. So if we look at the level blueprint, I think I did some things in here. Yeah. So it's pretty simple, but when play is clicked, creates a main menu widget called widget, which is main menu, and it adds it to the viewpoint, and then it passes a set show mouse cursor target to player controller. I'm not sure. Let me check where script HUD. So this is under HUD, I think. Where's HUD? Yeah, so we have main menu here. So this is the main menu. And then I think within this you can modify the actual button. So yeah, on clicked. Okay, so this is the event graph. So when the play button is clicked, it opens a level by object reference debug room, which is the other room that you get teleported to. And then if you click the second button or button 1, it quits the game, which is just a quick game call. So it's pretty simple what I did here. Let me take some screenshots of this and just chuck them over here. This is the event graph, I think, for the main menu, right? Oh shit. Yeah. Main menu, event graph. What did I do? Yeah, so that was the event graph for the main menu. Open level blueprint, so level blueprint, and then I had to call a widget that I created called main menu. Which basically had the following code. I say code, but it's all like snap-on bullshit. This is so basic. It's kind of disheartening that how much work I'm gonna have to like catch back up to speed with, because, for instance, if we go to I
believe in you.
Love it, dude. Yes, that's the default first person. Let me find the one that I actually was running with. Gotta find it. Where was it? Oops. Yeah, see, this is why you really need to have a fucking better approach to file organization than I did. Nope. I don't know. Basically, the player controller, I don't know if I can find it, but maybe if I scroll up, I had pictures of it from before, is extremely complicated, but it was still broken. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but let me see. So what else did I do here? I did something with the game mode, I think. Yeah, so player controller class, player controller, player main menu camera prop. So the default pawn class that I told it to take was main menu camera prop, which I bet if I go in here and I come up here, this is called main menu prop. Player start, instance capsule. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's just close this out. We'll get at least the UI working, and I can fuck with the player camera stuff later, because you don't really need to have them both at the same time. You can do one and then do the other later. Okay. I have to recompile it every time I swap between the two, but I'll only have to do that for so long until this other one gets caught up. It's a water bottle. Getting kind of sweepy. Let's also do this. I'm gonna make it so
you can dance if you want to.
let's iron out the project details. So I'm sick of it. I want this to start me in the main menu every time. So project name, project _ visceral, project version 0.0.1, company name Big D Gaming,
Big Dick Gaming Incorporated.
Damn. Maps and game mode. So default game mode. Human basis fine. Editor startup map. Let's make this the main menu. And the default map here, main menu. Actually, game. Yeah, that's gonna. I'm gonna want to have them both be main menu, and I'll change this later as I'm working on shit to be whatever I need it to be at that time. And then all settings, project thumbnail. That's fine. So now. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's open the project again. I just want to make sure that works. Yeah, boom. Cool. So now we're going to need to do some stuff. So we need to make a widget, which basically that's like the UI. We're going to add it to viewport. So levels, we have the main menu. We're actually going to start, we're going to do this. We're going to make it even more granular. We're going to make folders for the menus. So this is main menu. Drag this in here. Move here. Yep. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to make I don't think I need to do well. It's starting to come back to me. A lot of the stuff that you have to deal with. You have to make a lot of blueprints. So I want to separate the levels into their own folders, and I think I'm going to make BPs, or we'll just call this resources, because we're going to need to do different blueprints. So I'm going to make a new widget. I think it's under, I'm trying to see if I can just figure this out on my own. Blueprint, no, it's under user interface widget blueprint. Yeah, and we'll make a new user widget. We'll call it main menu. So just to test this, I'm gonna make, okay, I gotta remember how to do UI now. I think you need a canvas. Yeah, we're gonna drag a canvas in like that, and then we're going to add something to the canvas that's just like obvious, like a button. It's not gonna do anything right now. Just put that there, and then we're gonna drag these over here just to center it into the view so we can see it. And cool. Compile it. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do for right now. And then I'm going to come over here to the level blueprint, and I'm going to delete on tick because we don't really need a per tick check for anything right now. Let me just double check the code. I think it was pretty simple. It's create main. Yep. Okay. So we're going to create widget. We're going to pass this to main menu widget. And then I think you just need to add it to viewport. Add to viewport, target, the return value is, I think, the self, right? Yep. And then you set mouse cursor target, get player controller, so that it actually hijacks the controller for the player, I think, and you basically restricts it to only interacting with the view model, so it's not like you're not looking around with your cursor in the map. So it's set.
Right.
Set show mouse cursor. I think for this it's a little weird though, because you have to do it in reverse. So instead of going, instead of looking for set, you want to get player controller first. So get player controller, and we're going to set mouse cursor. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Set mouse cursor widget, set show mount. Yeah, there we go. So basically, and then I'm also making it so it shows the cursor, because if I don't tick that, then you won't see the cursor. So compile that. Now if we play, if I did everything right, it should just show a button on screen that does nothing. Let me close this. Oh shit. And that. Oh shit. Okay, and that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can see, and then if I move my cursor around, I can still look. That's some logic we'll have to work out there, but there's a button, and you can see it actually interacts with the button. I'm guessing on if we go back to the blueprint, or not the blueprint, but the widget, there's probably an on hover or something that's making it like change color. That's okay. So another thing is I noticed when I right-clicked the viewport, I could drag the camera around. I don't know if I want that, but that's okay. Let me think here for a second. So we have parts of this kind of figured out. So we have kind of, not really. We don't have the main menu figured out yet. Well, we do. We do have a main menu. Settings, that's going to be a whole thing. So there's actually a whole guide on creating a main menu, which is really similar to what I'm doing, where basically they make a bunch of they do the canvas, they set buttons to where they need them to be, and then they do logic for the buttons where, like, oh, if it's clicked, open this level or whatever. And I think they cover save. Hold on, I unlocked my mouse button and fucked everything up. Do they have a save system in this? I don't know. I'll probably need to follow this as I go along, though, because theirs is like a fully fleshed out main menu with like settings and stuff. Like if we look at this, you see you can set resolution. It's really like shitty looking menu, but it's like functional.
Yeah.
And they have a play button, but they don't have a save. They don't have any saving. So this is where it gets kind of tricky. I should probably look into this before I get too far ahead of myself. How to create a save/load system in UE5. And also, the tricky thing about it, which I need to add this to the design doc, is I need to make it so the save file is encrypted. Reason being, because if I just write it to like, how it's gonna look is like a bunch of random parameters, like level 1, is it 1 or 0? If it's 1, then okay, logic check, it can proceed to level 2. And it'll put all this data into a document, and I don't want to make it so the player can just find this document and then change all these 0s to 1s if they are like not able to get through the level. So I need to somehow encrypt the save file so that you can't easily fuck with it. For instance, GTA 5 story mode save file. I don't know. I feel like they did this deliberately with GTA 5. There's no way they didn't. Like, I think they made it so if you wanted to, you could go here and screw with your data if you wanted to. I don't think it required any tools, but that's an example of what I'm talking about. You can find a save file that way. A lot of indie games kind of do that. I think Myst. Yeah, you can go find it. Fallout has save files. A lot of things have save files. I don't know. Maybe we won't worry about encrypting it yet. It might even be an option for us later, but settings, save load, play exit. I'm gonna start with play. Well, actually, no. I should probably... It's kind of tricky, because... So I could do it very linearly, roguelike, with no save, or like you have to beat the whole game in one run. I think that's kind of shitty. I think I'm going to need to have a save load system in place. But it's tricky because, so the logic for the play button itself is going to have to revolve around a save load system. where when you click the play button, something has to happen, where it does a logic check and says, okay, get me the state of the save file, read the lines of the save file, and tell me what they say. Oh, there's no the save file doesn't have any data entry, so it's all zeros. So that means that the player must proceed to level 1. Or, oh, I see on the save file in the encrypted form that it says level 3 was complete, so the player must proceed to level 4. And then also allowing it to be able to delete. You can wipe save data and some other stuff. See, this is what I'm talking about, where like we haven't even figured out what the game's gonna be yet, but there's a lot of building blocks I need to figure out before it can even be anything like this. So
yeah,
is tricky, dude. Is tricky shitty, dude.
yeah.
I think see, this is where like actually being able to program this in C might actually, or whatever the language. What's the native language of Unreal? I think it's C++, UE5.
I think so.
C++. So, because there's things called branches, which I'd probably write it around this structure. So basically, it's saying, or no, it's a switch statement. W3 Schools is goated. This is kind of what I'd want the logic behind it to look like. So it's saying, hey, take variable day, I think is what this is in C++, and it's saying, hey, in the case that the day variable value is 1, then Monday. If it says it's 2, it's Tuesday. If it says it's 3, it's Wednesday. And it's just a bunch of switch statements. What's really funny, actually, if you look at Undertale's code, yeah, so like this is a good example of how you can brute force shit. Undertale apparently had 1,000 line long case switch statements for a lot of things. So switch statements are pretty powerful. Like Undertale's backbone is switch statements, and it's like a super rudimentary programming thing. Yeah, this guy's even saying like Toby's so shit at coding it hurts. I mean, yeah, like because again, it's very primitive. It's like extremely inefficient, but switch cases have their place, and I think this is one place for a switch statement. But this is where it's gonna get weird because I'm gonna start. I think because right now everything is kind of blueprint based. So like this button here, let's say navigation legend. How do I? This was a button, right? Button. Click. Okay, delete that button. Look at this button. What the hell are the button click options? This is for like Unreal Engine 4, but a lot of the shit's the same. Oh, do I have to go into graph? Do I have to compile graph? Okay. On tick on shoot. Yeah, okay, that's gonna get complicated. I'm like just trying to think right now. So let's say this is the play button. I think I can put text over top of this. We'll go text. Put a text block over top. This is gonna say play. Like that. We'll move everything over here for now. Now where's the Z index? Z order 0, and again, you have to move these over every time you do this. It's really annoying. It's sloppy, but that's okay. So the button is there. So if I compile this and click play right now, okay, so it's over here. Problem is, I think the text is blocking the on hover because you see it's not lighting up here and then it's lighting up there. So I need to stop it, and I need to actually make it so this doesn't interfere. I think you can make it a part of the button though.
What?
You know what we'll do instead of having a button? We'll just have the play text. So I think that works too. And we'll just align these properly. Kind of. Navigation, advanced. Where the hell is the... Let's add this to 1. So it's the top index, and then it is enabled off. I don't think we need it enabled by default. Or maybe that's like the general, is it doing anything? We want it to do things, so. So, fuck, how did I do this? On-click. So it's weird because I feel like when I went to the other version in Project Anamoya, there were options on the side here when things were hovered over, like on-click. Then I could click on that and it would pull me into Graph Editor for that specific widget thing. But I'm not seeing it here. You know what we'll do? We'll do a button. Let me just check this. Yeah, I'm just not seeing an option for that. Is a variable? No. Options. Why? Okay, let me save this and we're gonna reopen Project Anamoya because I need to see what the hell's going on. File, open, project, backrooms. Well, allow that to compile. I'm going to use the resting room and I'll be right back. Alright.
Alright.
I'm bad, man. Fuck. Don't know who those people. No, it's The Office. They're all so fucking old now, man. It's The Office people, dude. You got Creed, Toby, forget Stanley, Meredith, forget Pam, Angela, Dwight. Pretty cool.
Where's Jim?
Huh?
Where is he? Where's Jim?
Jim's dead.
Where is he?
Jim's fucking dead, bro. Jim fucking died, man. It ain't good. It's bad. Yeah, see, these are just buttons. Alright, let me pull up this again. So this is a button. Yeah, look, events unclicked. What kind of button is this? Just a button? So we drag another button here, and I click on that. Yeah. What the fuck is going on here? There's no events. Maybe, hold on, maybe I had that section like unticked or something. Let's check this again. Don't save nothing. Don't even save anything. We do not need to save anything right now.
Nothing,
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all, man. Okay, so there's got to be some reason why it wasn't showing up. Where is event? All right, let me put a button in. Right? Where is event? Click. What the hell's going on here? Navigation, presence render. Where? Enabled, yes. Visibility, yes, it's visible. Advanced. Tooltip widget, no. Transform. Pivot is volatile, no. Clipping. I don't know. Localization, don't know. What is going on with this? Is it? Let's delete this. Delete these. Okay, audio, common, button. Right? It's a button. The button is a clickable primitive widget to enable basic interaction. You can place any other widget inside a button to make a more complex and interesting clickable element in your UI. A single child clickable. It says it right there that it's clickable. So why a fuck isn't it clickable?
Because it ain't. You gotta make it click. You gotta click it. Clippably.
Google button widget not clickable UI. Let's see. Somebody's dealt with this before. When I hit Shift F1, I can access the buttons again. What does he mean by not clickable? Hey, I'm currently trying to create a widget. I have a problem. Here's my problem. Create my widget. Okay, add to viewport. That's what I did. Set enable click events. I can try that. I don't know why. I don't know why that would be necessary. I didn't even do that in Project Anamoya. Enable click events, and then was the target this guy used was also get player controller. Okay, compile, cool. Close that out. Let's open this back up and see if somehow magically. I don't know.
Is it because you're in the fucking devlog? I mean, what if you press the play button, you know?
Well, I would, but the problem is, so I need, before I can press play, I need to specify what this button can do, right? So there's usually in the other project, you can see that down at the bottom there's an events section for the button, and there's an option to select the on click. And then if you click on clicked, it pulls you into graph. Okay, and then hold on, maybe I'm missing something here. Shit.
Jesus Christ.
I just threw my shit. I just threw my mod across the floor, dude. Or across the entirety of my desk, man.
This shit just went across Delaware, dude.
I
Calm
threw
down.
my mod across the United States. It's just.
That shit just landed in the river. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. You know what? When in doubt, watch some British guy.
Went into watching British guy that did nothing but that.
He's only done widgets. Okay, so he did something. He did something, because you can see here. Well, actually, no, he has his text box selected. Hold on. Yeah, see? What the hell? I feel like something's wacky right now. Because, again, you could see when he went into his that when you selected a button, there were events. Is volatile, maybe? No. Pivot, cursor. No. Cursor. Weird. Focusable. Where the freaking heck?
What the heck?
What the heck? Wait, I wonder if within the blueprint graph I need to do something with event called by both game and the editor allows users to run initial setup for their widgets to better preview the setup in the designer, and since generally the same setup code is required at runtime, it's called. There's well warning this is intended purely for cosmetic updates using locally owned data. I think I need to do that. Dude, I am bamboozled right now. I don't understand, because it was really simple last time I did this to get the buttons working, but now they don't seem to be working. I don't know. Should I just close Unreal? I'll just save everything. I'm gonna shut it down. Shutting it down. And going from there. I'm gonna have to find some better lo-fi hip-hop beats to relax and do coding to. All this shit's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's royalty free for a reason.
Yeah, I want some something that sounds a little bit more dark, you know, like interesting. Gaming EDM.
Oh shit!
What kind of music are you into? I'm into gaming EDM. Is that like normal?
I'd like to go to the gaming EDM concert.
Oh, I've been listening almost exclusively to gaming EDM. You know, fuck, should we click on that? It does say no copyright mix. Let's see what gaming EDM sounds like. Oh shit.
Dude, I could game to this.
Dude, this is some gaming EDM for sure. It's all horrible. God, fuck that. No, thank you. Stream friendly barbershop beats. Is that even a thing?
You know what that'd be a cool job, being a barber.
Is it just barber beats? Dude, I really wish somebody would make a copyright-free barber beats.
You know, look at the Drunk Man's Choir. That's royalty free.
Drunk Man's Choir?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's Drunk Man's Choir.
I don't know if... Should I play Megalovania? Is this what you're talking about?
It's royalty free, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Hey everyone, turns out we don't actually own the rights to any video game covers, but fortunately we sang so badly that YouTube's copyright system doesn't recognize any of the music. Therefore, it's 100% safe to use.
Yep.
Okay. What the fuck is this? Alright, yeah, I could definitely code to this. Yeah. Be right back. Alright guys, we're one sec. Alright guys. Oh. Wow, that was okay. Copyright free. You know, I gotta figure it out. Tokyo Spliff. This dude's got good stream music. I need to figure out where the fuck he gets it. So we're not going to. Let me just kind of comb through.
See if
here.
he just made the playlist.
Did he maybe? Let's see. Playlists. Oh yeah, stream safe. Is it really? Do we trust him? Do we trust this man?
I don't know.
Is it actually stream safe? Free Nocturne. You see, this is tricky. It's under exclusive license. Right? Hold on. So he has stream safe 2.0, 4.0, 5.0. I think if anything I need to go with his most recent. Free. Okay, this looks promising. Shout out to Tokyo Spliff for orchestrating this, I guess.
Shout out.
Shout out to this guy for making a playlist with a bunch of people's music. Is it good? Wow, look at this.
Do you like it, guys? Do you like it?
Do you like it? I don't know if it's that much better, honestly.
I don't think they like it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes it. I don't know I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Yep.
Is there all a bunch of like? Okay, we're just gonna have to figure this shit out on our own. Copyright free. Moody music. Chill ambient, copyright free. I mean, do I trust these people? It's so tricky because copyright. You are free to use this song in your monetized videos as long as you give credits to the artist. What do I got? Every fucking song I play, I'd be like, "Oh, credit to Victoria for their track."
Victoria's Secret.
Before we start the stream, credit to a couple of people, just about 372. Credit to Andrew Leach and for Leanic for Nightfall. Credit to Wilgen and Xandra for Woodlands. Credit to Deep for their a beautiful chill mix. That's 36 minutes. Hold on. Is it free? I'm terrified. Ghost Track is not copyright free anymore. You're free to use all other songs, including this mix. Like, okay, wait, well, I don't even know which one that is. So not copyright free anymore. See, so like I gotta. This is what I mean, man. This shit's fucking.
You gotta skip through it. Fuck.
Dude, that's tricky, man.
Dude, what if you make robot that makes like stupid fucking beats, and then you just listen to that, and then you have nothing to worry about.
Right? I mean, I wonder. You know what I wonder actually? If I could get ChatGPT to generate a file for something. Continue. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, I'm probably gonna be using ChatGPT for numerous things on this Google profile. Go away. All right, let me pause the stream for a sec while I check my email. I don't want anyone to see all the horrible things that are in my email feed, so be right back.
You still don't want to. $7.39.
All right, we're back.
1889.
I want to see. I don't know if it's possible. Can you generate files? No, I cannot generate or create physical files on your computer. My capability is limited to provide text-based information and assistance. If you have specific questions or if there's anything else I could help you with. I was going to say, can you generate a... So with FL Studio, it's... What properties? So this is an FLP. Can you generate a .flp file that I can put into FL Studio as a as a working file? I probably won't be able to do that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I was hoping it could maybe generate me an FLP file, like the text within an FLP file that I could then put into FL Studio and export, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Dude, this sucks. Copyright-free music is hard to get come by, you know?
Okay, next stream. Right? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Twitch.
I don't want to do Twitch. Didn't Twitch just, like, allow...
They got rid of it.
They got rid of it?
Within 48 hours, they got rid of it.
Actually?
Yes.
No
more drawn things. No more grouping groupers.
I don't know.
They got rid of it.
I kind of like YouTube more too, though, because like my YouTube channel, when I stream stuff, I can actually like just store the VOD. You know, I'm gonna stream for about 2 hours.
You do that with Twitch too.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I stream on Twitch.
Yeah, but then it's on Twitch, and I don't like. I like YouTube because I use YouTube. I am familiar with not every facet, but like I'm very, very familiar with YouTube, both like on a viewer basis, like because I watch YouTube a lot, and then on a content creation basis, just because I've made a shit ton of stuff for YouTube. So it's just more in my wheelhouse. Also, they both have monetization options, so maybe Twitch is better. But I kind of hate
I don't care about the money. I just like listening to music.
At this point, I'm starting to fucking think about it. I wonder why Tokyo Spliff isn't on Twitch. Who knows? Let's ask ChatGPT. Why isn't my favorite Australian streamer Tokyo Spliff on YouTube streaming on Twitch instead? Let's correct that. I don't have specific information about individual streamers' choices. I wonder if he even knows who that is. Who is Tokyo Spliff?
Open up a new chat.
Oh, what?
Open up a new chat on
What's
the left side.
Oh, a new one?
Yeah,
Why?
because you just confused it with the first question that you asked.
Oh, who is Tokyo Spliff? Yeah, I don't know. How? I'm getting off track. Oh, how about this? Why doesn't my button in UE5 have any on hover event options present within the widget blueprint section? Open your widget blueprint, select the button widget you want to add on hover. In event graph, right click on the button, choose add event, mouse on mouse enter. Add on mouse leave event. I mean, maybe. Let's see if it does it the way it's supposed to now that I restarted everything. Okay, no. So if we go to graph, like it says, and it says event variables, event dispatch. Add a new variable, graph function macro. Add. Yeah, it's really weird because, like I said before, this seemed to work fine. So I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with that. I need to get like some dude that is in chat at some point that just knows everything about UE5. But that's gonna take time. Copyright free moody music, copyright free lo-fi. We're gonna keep listening to the one with the PlayStation 1 controller.
Is lo-fi girl, you know, like the life, is that copy free?
Are you allowed to stream a stream, Lofi girl? I don't think so.
Dude, let me go to your Discord names.
Some comments just make me worried for people. Life is suffering. It is hard. The world is cursed, but still, you find a reason. You find reasons to keep on living. Studio Ghibli Jazz. This guy just makes bossa nova jazz covers. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. Copyright free beats. This is ridiculous. Yeah, see this? There's no indication this is actually, you know, free. It's such a pain in the ass. Does it really let you just stream whatever music you want on Twitch? Can I play whatever songs I want on YouTube? Music is essential to any YouTube video. To on my YouTube stream. Interesting. Can I play whatever songs I want on my Twitch stream. Well, what is this, Tyler? No, playing copyrighted music on Twitch is not allowed. Twitch's music.
You just don't get money from the VOD.
Oh, true. Well, I think.
Who the fuck pays for the VOD? Nobody does that.
Yeah. your stream is all your income's off VODs.
That would be hella confusing.
That would be weird. I think we're coming up on like the 2-hour mark, though. I mean, I might. So we did get some things done today. We got a general idea of the basic components we need to figure out before we even start with real game design. I do want to sit and kind of think about story and the actual theme of the game. You know, like the shit that you're actually going to grab onto and you play it a bit. That's probably something I'll do off stream while I'm like working tomorrow during the day.
Oh,
kind of like reminding. Huh?
You can use Lo-Fi Girls music. It's loyalty free.
All of it?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes, I just went and asked an admin.
Really?
That, and it says in the FAQ, all of our music is free use. You just gotta credit her in your description, and that's it.
All right. We'll have to do that after I end the stream.
Premium. A premium plan with Grammarly can take your writing.
Low fee. Be kind of hilarious to just have a lo-fi girl playing in every stream. I mean, I don't know if it's good though. We'll have to see. I kind of want to get some music that has some like monodrone vibes to it, you know? Like, I really wish I could play just my personal music playlist, but I don't think it's going to be possible. Let's see. How long was this stream ran? We're going on 2 hours. If we had, if we had like an active chat that was like chomping at the bit to keep watching, I'd probably keep going. But well, you know what? Actually, it's 7. I'll probably go walk my dog in an hour. I might just keep going. Why not? Let's keep going. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We apparently have 2 people watching. 1 is probably you, and 2 is probably my friend Kyle. I'm assuming. I don't know. Hello to anyone that's watching.
Who the hell's Kyle?
You don't know who Kyle is?
Who?
Kyle?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy you're fucking with me. I was like, you've only talked to him every day for like a year now or some shit. I don't even know. Fucking dementia over here. Okay, I gotta figure out something with fucking music. I can't program or do anything unless I'm listening to music. I know I can supposedly use lo-fi, but I don't think I like it that much. Copyright, streamer friendly.
You can, if it's like on OBS, I think you can mute certain things from OBS.
Well, I want it in the stream. I like music in the streams. I don't do a webcam right now, so I feel like I'm just trying to layer on some things just to make it more, you know, interesting. There's no way this 1,500 hard flute type beat. Okay, well we're gonna have to listen to this. This is probably fine, right? Wow, we're listening to some hard flute type music right now.
Ooh, this shit goes hard.
I'm waiting for the drop. Wow, dude. This is really some hard flute type beat shit. You know what I'm saying?
The woodwind makes my wood art.
Dude, this makes all my woodwind homies rise up, know what I'm saying? With their flutes and their gats. If you're out in these streets at night and you hear flutes, you better go inside, dude. Shit's about to go down. Alright, let's stop being a dummy, a big dummy idiot, and let's look at the UE5 main menu documentation and like actually, let's go to this one though. This is Unreal Engine 5. Creating a blueprint. I know how to do that. Widget blueprint. User interface. Yep. Widget. Yep. You know what I wonder? Click user widget. Okay. Never mind. Dialogue box will appear for prompting blah, 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 blah. Cool. Open up the widget. Palette refers to a graphical interface element allows designers to easily select and place predefined user interface components for creating interactive visually appearing interfaces. Main widget visual designer detail panel. Okay. Designing your main menu. Navigate to the palette panel located on the left side of the screen. Within the palette, find the canvas. Drag it in. We did that. After that, find the image widget. Drag and drop it into the canvas. We don't want a background. That's okay. We can rename things. That's fine. You can add text inside the button. Yep. Similarly, you can add another button onto the canvas panel. Okay, select the play button on the canvas on the widget blueprint editor. In the detail panel, locate the on-clicked event for the play button. Click on the plus icon next. Yeah, see, that's the thing I'm looking for. But it's not present. Let me try, because he put everything into a, I think it was called a palette. No, it was called, what was it? It's something I don't normally do. I just kind of freeform everything. But he did this, I think, or did he just drag a button in? So he had a canvas and an image, and he just dragged a button in. Okay. All right, button. Again, no options. Clipping, inherited, whatever. Free music. Indie chill type beat. Yeah, dude, I gotta figure out this music thing. I'll do it off stream. There's this one I was listening to though that was fine. It was the PlayStation 1 control. This one.
Snap your W2 and file your taxes. 100%
Stream is sponsored by TurboTax.
Free edition.
This one seemed okay.
What if I told you
Bro.
that you can use motion array?
Bro, I just watched that, bro. Let me go, dude. Alright. Let's see. Like, it's not complicated. I just need it. If you're using Unreal Engine above, see open level by object reference instead of open level by name. Okay, I don't care. It's not complicated to get working with this, but for whatever reason, the our YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. Okay, that's fine. Maybe it'll iron itself out. Actually, in Discord, let me check my stream quality. I'm gonna make it 720p. Just to maybe help with the YouTube quality. I do have decent internet. So I don't think that's a huge issue. Let's look at Reddit. Reddit UE5 button has no event section or on click. Why can't I see events in my image? Blah, 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 blah. You have to check is variable on the top right for events to be displayed. Is variable. Are you fucking kidding, dude? Listen, I'm telling you, if you're listening to this and you have any, and I mean any technical problems in a software or a DAW or like anything, just do this. Google your question. Start with Reddit, and just Google it, and literally the first response, just fix my problem. Boom. Top comment. I just spent like an hour looking through like UE5 I mean, I did a lot of time like fucking with copyright music too, but yeah. I mean, still, it was probably a good 20-30 minutes. Okay, so
that was really easy. So in the butt.
I'm telling you, dude, just go to Reddit. Like, I know Reddit's not, you know, totally, you know, super credible, but I'm telling you. So now we can do this. Let's just go to, I actually wonder, can I go to can I put an image in here? And I want to fuck with this. So if I make this is variable, on mouse button down. Okay, so certain things aren't functional as buttons. Can I use a text? Can I use text as a button? Is variable. Maybe not. So but I can put text in a button. So if I get the button, and I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit, and I'm gonna get text, I'm gonna put the text inside the button, and I'm gonna make the text say please for play, you know? And because it's in the button, I think if I make is variable like this, let me test this really quick actually. So I'm gonna compile this and play, and I want to see. Okay, so that actually cool. Yeah, so because I think when you hover the text into the button, it makes it a child of the button, so it doesn't interfere with its like Z, or it doesn't like overlap it and get in the way of your mouse hovering over it. So technically, if I wanted to, I can go to the opacity of this button. Wait, no, that's for the text. Hold on, I think that's for the text. Let me select the, no, that's a button. Opacity. Why is it changing the color of the button though? That's weird. Is focusable. I want to make the button invisible. You know what? I'm not focusing on things that are important. Fuck the way it looks. Unclicked. Let's get rid of those. Oh, also, we're gonna do this really quick. Just as a test thing, we're gonna go to levels, main menu. We're gonna go to. We're gonna do what we did with Project Anamoya, and we're gonna make it a level. That's gonna be a debug room. And let me actually drag that into a new folder. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna be organized with this shit. Okay. Debug room. We go to resources, and we're gonna make a resources folder too. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I probably will later. So when this is on click, we're gonna go load level, instance by name, and we should be able to go to debug. Whoops, not devbug, debug. Oh.
Debug.
This guy. I think this guy was mentioning if you're on a later version of Unreal, you might need to use a different instance. Open level by object reference. Yeah, here we go. So now, if I compile this, and I save and I press play, and I click on this, boom. So it just teleported us to the debug room, which it doesn't really exist. So just for the sake of testing, let's make the debug room something. It won't be... it's always tricky trying to find the fucking floor in this. There we go. Okay, so let's do another cube grid area in here. And again, I'm starting the project that has nothing in it to force myself to learn how to build literally everything. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff that's like you normally wouldn't do if you just start a project like with one of the templates. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we are gonna save, and let's put we're gonna have to do some shit. That's another thing I'm about to figure out. We're gonna do some shit with the like game mode information so that it knows when to pass the player controller over to... Oh, that's a whole other thing. I probably have to build a whole player controller thing from scratch, but that's okay. Let's put the player's start point here. I think it's Shift R, Control R, Alt R. I don't know what that is. Control Alt E. Oh, here we go. So we'll face it that way. And just to make sure it's actually getting the orientation right, I'll put a box right here. Just a random ass box that's made of bush.
Woo!
Except
I love my bush.
I love bushes. I love my bushes.
I love my bush light.
I love my bush light. Alright, so let's go back to the main menu. Save that. And let's click play. And then let's click play. Would you look at that? Cool. So that works. We got the play thing working. So that's cool. We got UI that functions. It's not good. It's not good UI. It's pretty shit, but like we can start working with this. So now, before I get too ahead of myself with this, I need to figure out how I'm gonna make a save load like pipeline. Because right now, if I were to package this game, it's not even a game, but if I were to package this as software, and I had like multiple levels, and I mean you can condition it so like it's super linear, where like you click play, you go to level 1, you get to the end zone of level 1, and like it's an object that like, oh, on player collision with object, teleport to load level instance level 2, and you just kind of daisy chain levels that way. But again, if the software crashes, or if someone wants to like leave, you're going back to the main menu and redoing everything. So I need to figure out some sort of pipeline, how to make a save load system in UE5. Design doc. Oh, and we'll make an exit button really quick too. That's like really easy. Actually, can I just like copy and paste? No. So that's a play button. We'll make a exit button too. I'm not trying to make these look pretty right now. I just want them to be functional. Exit is variable. Yep. Well, not the text. We don't want the text to be a variable. We want the button to be a variable. Okay, so unclicked. So close, leave. I don't know. Okay, setting resolution is actually pretty easy, but I don't want to do it where you click a series of buttons. I'm going to make it so it's like a drop-down menu later. Open level. Wait, am I being a big, stupid, dumb idiot?
Probably.
Quick game. Yeah, that's what I need.
Probably.
Quick game. So if we compile that, we press play and we click exit, yeah, it just kills it. So if we click play, it takes us to level 1, and then if we click exit, it takes us out of that. So, how to make a save load system in Unreal Engine. Saving and loading your game. Let's see what the documentation says. Creating a save game object. Create a save game object to create blueprint. When the pick parent class dialog pops up, expand the custom classes drop down and select save game. So it looks like with Blueprint, there's already an entire like pipeline of functions for this. It's really not that complicated. But passing it to the UI is going to be interesting. So let's see. To create a new save game object, create a blueprint class. When pick parent class dialog pops up. Okay, let's just start with that. So we're gonna make this a part of the main menu, I think. So we're gonna go blueprint class, pick parent class. Is it save game? Is this still one of the things you gotta be careful about is like when you're looking at older documentation, they changed names. That's part of the reason like our load level by instance didn't work. Instead, it's in UE5 load level by object reference. So they do change things, but this seems okay. Let's see here. So we're going to, we did that, we created it, and now we're going to need to basically do some shit. In your new save game object, create variables for any information you'd like to save. Okay, so let me kind of visualize this. So you have the play button, basically. Actually, this might be easier if I do it in the design doc. So let's see here. You have the play button. When you click the play button, it needs to do something. It needs to check the BP for the save load. It needs to run it, and it needs to check some things. So there needs to be a variable, I think, called we'll name this variable prev level. And this will have probably not a float, but an integer value. We don't need decimal points in like when it's checking for what level the player played. Like you didn't play. It's gonna be level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not gonna be like level 1.7365. Like that just wouldn't make sense. So it'll be an integer. And it's gonna say, oh, if so it's gonna be like get prev level. And then there's going to be a thing here where it's basically going to say, this is where the switch statements I was talking about and how Undertale was written in switch statements comes in. It's going to say like, oh, if it's 1, load 2. If it's 2, load 3, and so on and so forth. But it won't be allowed to go backwards beyond that. So that's going to be part of it. And that's gonna be like the first iteration of it. There's gonna be a second iteration though. I'm gonna have to do, well, not really an iteration, but like an adjustment to this, which is gonna have to pertain to like when you want to wipe your save data. It's going to, that won't actually be that complicated because when wipe data is called, it'll basically just say, hey, get prev level and set to 0. That's what that'll do. So wipe data or new game, that's probably what it would be called, is new game. New game will get previous level and it'll set it to 0. Also, we're gonna need to instance this, or int, or init. We're gonna init prev level as 0. That basically just means that. Well, I'm gonna have to be careful with that, because when you load the game, I can't have it initializing that variable as 0 every time, or every time you restart the game, it'll forget where you were. But basically, the first time ever that you play the game, it's gonna need to init prev level as 0, so that it knows, like, oh, this is the person opening the game for the first time. This might need to have 2 checks, so we'll have like is first launch, and that'll be bool, meaning 1 or 0, and this will help prevent prev level from being overwritten every time. So it'll first check, like, oh, is it first launch? Yes, cool, okay. Is first launch will be set to 0 after that, and then I don't know, we'll have to fuck with it. I'm sure I'll still break things, but let's go ahead and get going here. So where are my variables? Find, hide unrelated, class settings, okay, class defaults, class settings. Where is my stuff? Save load. Compile. What's going on here? Save load blueprint. Open full blueprint editor. We need to open the window. My blueprint. Here we go. So variables. We're gonna make a new one called. What did I name it in the design doc? It was prev level.
Yeah. That one.
And this is going to be an integer, because it's going to be a solid number, so it's going to be an integer. And we're just going to follow this doc a little bit closely. I'm not going to try and get too crazy with it until I have something functioning, and then I'll start fucking with it. But okay, so we're going to make the integer player name, save slot name, user index. You can set default values for the variables using blueprint after the blueprint is compiled. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? This might solve the issue of is first open if I can make it. So when I compile this, I can set this to be instance settable. Previous value is 0. So I can actually take this and initialize it as 0, so that basically it doesn't do anything. I don't know, actually, I'm gonna have to fuck with this. Once you've created a save game class, you can populate with variables to store your game's data. For example, you might create an integer variable to store the player's score, or a string variable for the player's name. When you save the game, you will transfer that information from the current game world into a save game object, and when loading a game, you will copy it from the save game object to game object like characters, the player controller, or the game mode. First, use the create save game object node to create an object based on your save game class. Make sure you set the save game class input pins drop down to the class you've created, which is my save game. Okay. This create save game object node will automatically change its output pin type to match the type you specify with the save game class input pin. It's enabled you to use it directly without a cast2 node. You may want to save the resulting object to a variable by using promote to variable, so you can easily reuse the object you just created later on. So create save game object. That's why I love Blueprint. You can kind of just shortcut shit by not reading any. Don't read any of this. You can just go here and grab these pictures and just. It's really hobo coding, but like, you know, if it works, it works. Set. Okay, save game instance. Wait, was save game instance, no, that wasn't a variable they created. Wheeled. Really seriously wheeled.
It's literally weird.
You know what?
What?
We're just watching a video on it.
What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you on how to save and load your game. First in the blueprint class, for us, save this like. Now for the purpose of this video, and then you can go ahead and add more things on pause. Okay, because it's gonna be the type position, you're just gonna save it in the map. That is gonna be a transform. Okay, so now we can compile and save and go back into our third person character. And the thing is that we're gonna go ahead and add a gameplay, because this will do it right when the game starts. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is does save game exist? Okay, so we are going to be asking if already there's something saved, and we can go ahead and load it, or we can go ahead and create a new one. Now we have to set up a slot name.
I wonder if I'm allowed to play other people's videos while I'm streaming. I don't. I
You
feel
ever
like.
heard of reaction channels before?
Oh yeah, so I just need to react a lot.
Yep.
Is
Oh
You
shit!
Yeah, yeah.
is like basically the name of
Holy shit, he's doing it.
He's really making a save game function.
in my case gonna be save thing saved, and we can go ahead and load it.
Oh
Wow.
shit!
We can go ahead and create a new one.
Oh.
You know what I wonder? Hold on. Can I just like... you know, we'll really make this look good. Man reacting... No, reactionary streamer... live reaction face. We'll just do this. I got this. I got this in the bag, dude. I know how to cheat the system. We'll just, you know.
Now we have to set up a slot name. You can name it as you want. It's gonna be a safe one. But the name of each slot on your save. So right from this can be a branch, and we're gonna ask it to false. Now if it's false, what we're going to do is create.
Whoa!
Whoa. Whoa, bro.
I can't pay attention to the fucking stream doing this. Hold on.
Okay, because it's gonna be the type
We're,
position.
we're gonna pull this over here, and we're gonna put this guy on the right.
And it's gonna be a transform.
We're really gonna min-max the system here.
And go back into our third person character. The thing is that we can go ahead and add a gameplay.
So he's putting it on his fucking
Do it.
character. I don't even do that. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even have a character yet.
The first thing
I don't think it's necessary. I think I can do something else, but...
does save game exist? Okay, so we are gonna be asking if already there's something saved, and we can go ahead and load it, or we can go ahead and create a new one.
Reboot. Reaction. Reaction. Reboot.
I'm about to fucking like pause the stream just so I can watch this shit because it's fucking... I can't pay attention. Fucking A, man. We're just gonna let's just it's easier if I read documentation, because at least that way I don't have to fuck around with stupid streaming things. Where is the best save load functions? Basically, if you're doing it right, you should have some save game manager, actor, or component that handles all the save load functions with advanced features and complex logic. It should be always available to any actors. Basically, you can access it by tag or by class. It is not wrong to set actor location after loading game, but you would need to sort your loading order and actors more accurately. See, this is where shit starts to get complicated. This is the kind of like, think of a sandwich, right? This is like the weird. This is like where the code gets weird. Like, think about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? They're not, a peanut butter jelly sandwich isn't good because like one bite you get peanut butter and then the other bite you get jelly. No, it's because they mix together and they play off each other with the bread, right? That's like the kind of programming I have to do here.
To be fair, you only taste the peanut butter.
You taste the jam too.
No,
It's got a zing to it.
Peanut butter like overpowers everything else.
I get it, but the jam is still a necessary accent that you notice when it's not there. And you need it there to get a PB&J, which we're trying to do that, okay? So it's like, basically, I need to make a coding sandwich. And that's where it gets complicated because, again, you think of playing a game, it's kind of like, oh, you press the button, and then that means level loads. It's like, yes, but a lot of things are happening before, during, after, and during the level and after the level too. That it's all systems that are coding. They're in the background running, keeping track of things, and you have to figure out how to, like this guy said, it can be kind of complex logic on how that's written and saved, even in real time. Like, for instance, you play a game that has like a checkpoint system. It's sort of weird noise outside my house. A checkpoint system. It's the game's constantly checking, like, has the player cross this threshold? If so, write this variable to be this now, so that you can't go back further than that. I think I'm gonna need to figure out checkpoints. A lot of the checkpoint functionality is not that complicated though, so I think once I get the saving pipeline in place, it won't be too bad. You basically just grab the player position at that current time and save it, and then load the player position in the event that you get killed or something. You load the player position back where you grabbed it from a given instanced object. So, like, I mean, in theory, I mean, it actually wouldn't be this dissimilar. You'd get like a cube, right? And you can, I think you can actually do it this way too. You can basically make this cube a collision object that uses logic, using Blueprint, I think, so that like if I hit this object, because I collided with it, it's like, oh, hey, my object position is 566 on the X, negative 580 and 200 on the Z. Save that to a file as player position 2 on this level. And it's like, okay, cool, I saved the position. And then when you die, there's a script that runs like on death, grab player position, set player capsule, whatever, to previous position, which would be this variable, wherever this was. But you wouldn't see that. It'll be invisible. But that's kind of shit I'm talking about. It's like multifaceted, and it's constantly checking and stuff like that. I want to get this completed on stream, but I'm starting to think I might need to do some research before the streams and then kind of tackle things during them. I don't know. It's tricky because I don't want the streams to just be me reading documentation constantly, but as we get going, because I'm still learning, it's going to kind of be like that. What could we do aside from that for now? What are some other easy things we could do? Let's work on the player character framework. So we have the main menu. Let's start working on actually like getting the components. So main menu is going to be kind of like Project Anemoia, where I want it to be possible that you can maybe, but I want it to be possible you can break out of the main menu. So we're going to need to have a player object that's locked when you first start it, but then afterwards is like it becomes playable if you do something. So if I make a player start point here, and I rotate it that way so that it's facing the corner of the room, I press play. Cool. Now I have control, but it did spawn me where it was supposed to. So if I take the camera over here and I press play, it puts me where I need to be. That's good. Now we need to work on making the player character. That's going to be tricky though. So if I go to starter content, I think they have character models that I can kind of reference. They have some architecture, audio blueprints, HDRI maps, materials, particles, props. No. Textures. No. Okay, see, this is where I'm learning shit I didn't have to learn before because I was kind of piggybacking off the starter content. Or like the blueprints that give you a lot of things to start. Like, oh, you want a first-person shooter? Okay, here's all these things done in advance, which I think it's good I learned that myself. But I don't have them right now. So I need to figure out how to make a first-person character model, basically. Let's see. How to make a first-person character in Unreal Engine 5. First-person template. So there might already be something I just drag in. Okay, so yeah, it's telling me like, oh, start it with this template. I want to figure out how to do it from scratch. Oh yeah, that's right. That's gonna be a bitch. So I'm gonna have to program. Yeah, that might be tricky. I might have kind of screwed myself not doing a first-person blueprint to start because the code involved with that is kind of complicated. I think if I pull up the one of my like dev blogs, I kind of show what I'm talking about. Let's see, videos. Do I? I maybe don't. Yeah, I maybe don't. I think I have a conversation with Baba though where I do. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. I was building on top of the default thing. I cannot read any of that. So this is an example of like, I think the movement that I was prototyping for Project Anamoya. It gets really complicated, and I was only able to get this far because I had the template to kind of reference things to tweak. So what I might do, it really wouldn't take me that long. I might make a new project again. I might actually still lean into the template just so I can see I have all the code in place already to build on top of. Yeah, we'll just do that. I may as well do it now before it gets too much further along. Project Visceral. Basically, all the work that I've done, we're redoing it. Project Visceral 2. It's gonna be a first-person template. Okay, yes, and I can fuck around with C++ after the fact again if I want to. Okay, I'll save that for now. We'll recompile it. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick, and I'm gonna speed run trying to redo what I already just did. But now that I know what I'm doing with that, it won't take that long. But I will be right back.
All right. Alright.
Sorry. Oh shit, what did I just... The fuck did I just do? Okay, so... Alright. We're gonna redo this. So, I got about... I'm gonna stream till about 8, so... Let's speed run this. I'm gonna make a new level. It's gonna be main menu. No, we need to put that in its own folder. Main menu. I'm gonna make references or resources. Okay, and then we're gonna make what is under edit project settings. Project names could be project underscore V. Let's call it project V for now. That's fine. It's gonna go. We're gonna make it so main menu.
TV.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
We're gonna set main menu as the default level again. Save that. Okay. We're gonna go to our main menu. Go to unlit, and we're gonna do modeling cube. Gonna do some. We're just gonna make this all brick. I'm not gonna fuck around with that because this is all placeholder. So why where? There we go. Why float? Why you are floated, bro? There we go. Make some rooms. We're actually making it better now. I remember like go shift when I do that. I'm gonna go. Sure. Good enough. Good enough, bro. Good enough. Good enough, dude. Except, drag a light in here so you can see point light. Lit. We're gonna make it fucking lit, bro. Lit. We're gonna add a player start right there. Rotate it a little bit. Bring it back right down. And then we're going to make the widget. User widget, main menu. And then we're going to edit the level blueprint. And we're going to do some shit with this. So on event, we begin play. I don't remember the exact code here. It was delete, no, create main menu widget, add to viewport, set show cursor. Main menu, add to viewport. Player controller. And then set show mouse cursor, mouse cursor. Then we're gonna open back up the resources, and we're gonna start doing the redoing the main menu UI really quick. button. It's not going to be pretty. That's fine. Let's just get it functional.
Dude, fuck you. I'm getting recommendations of fucking Ultra Kill. Fuck you.
They're listening, dude.
They are always listening to you.
They're listening
To
to
me.
me, bro. They want to be in my life right now. Okay, see, this is what's fucked up, Tyler, because look, by default, normally buttons are set to is variable automatically. But for whatever reason, when I did it last time, it was not set to is variable, so none of this showed up. That's why it fucked with me so much. So, compile that. Now, that should be good enough that if I press play, it should... Yeah, it shows itself. Cool, so now we can make the second... We'll make the level now. The debug room. Make debug room. Make a level, and we made the debug room. And we're gonna make a resources folder, and then it doesn't need to be anything in there. We'll just load this up really quick, and then we'll very quickly model in some stuff again. Do a cube grid. Or make it a different thing though, so we know we actually were teleported over here. We'll make the room out of bushes. That's fucking cool, right? Bush room. You will be teleported to the bush room. It's like the back rooms, but sponsored by Bush Beer.
Bush.
You're about to get into the bush room. Bush. We're in the bush room, baby. We're gonna make the bush room really ominous.
No, you put... It's a bush light.
Oh.
Oh my god. Dude.
Bruh.
Bro. Ugh.
The bush room's gonna be a really not friendly place. It's gonna be dark. Fucking creepy, bro.
The bush room.
We're in the bush room. Alright, then we're gonna get another player. Player start point here. Like so. And then we're gonna put an object in here just so I know I'm facing the right way. And now we're gonna go back to the main menu. Save. And then we're going to screw with the code for this button. On click, it's going to be load level by object reference debug room. Yep. And then we're going to compile that. I'm going to come back. We're going to make the exit button again. See how fast I'm working now that I know what I'm doing again with these few things? Unreal's super fucking powerful. You just gotta learn it. That's the difficult part. And then this will just be down here, and this was just, I think it's just called quit. Yeah, quit game. Cool. So now I should spawn here. If I click exit, it quits back to editor. If I click play, I should end up in the bush room. Whoa.
Whoa.
What the fuck? Okay, that's weird.
Uh-oh.
It like merged the levels together. That is so odd. So click on play load level by instance debug room. I don't think. Okay, remove from parent. Maybe that's the problem. Compile and try that again. No, it's still amalgamating the
It's worse now. It keeps moving forward.
What the fuck, dude? What is going on there? That's weird. I had that happen before too. Like a long time ago. Like when I was making, do you remember there is a chair? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, my first ever thing. That happened there too. So I'm not sure what's going on. Let me check. So let me go ahead and take a look at this really quickly. UE5 load level. Wait, no. Reddit. Reddit load level UE5 merges levels together. Okay, Reddit might not be able to save me with this. It's too complicated of a weird issue. I actually wonder if load level by object, load level by name might work instead. Optional streaming class level name, debug room, and then remove from parent. Let's compile and try that again. No. Okay, that's really freaking. That's so odd. Because it is grabbing the level information, but it's merging the levels together. Is this something with a level blueprint, maybe? Let me cross-check my old code again with this really fast. So create new menus, add to viewports, like here's a cool. And then we did this. On-click button 0, open level by object reference. Absolute was toggled on. Let's try object reference again. For the main menu widget. Let's see, load level by object reference. Debug room. Absolute is not even an option here. Oops. Remove from parent. Optional level name override. Optional level streaming class. Load as temp package. Wait, hold on. Let me delete these. Because it wasn't doing this last time in the previous instance of the project. Yeah, see, it's doing it now, though. That's really weird. Hold on. Let me open back up the old instance and see if maybe I fucked something up. It's possible that, I mean, it's entirely possible we're living in a version of reality where I fucked something up. So if I click play here and I click play there, it does load me into level 2, fine. Why? Let's check the code. Plize. Unclicked. So I did open. Oh, wait a minute. Open level. Wait, I think okay. That's actually interesting, and I may be able to use that for something later. That fuck up actually I might have just learnt me something on that. Because if we go back to this one, I'm pretty sure instead of open level, I did load level. So it's taking the level data and transposing it on top of the current level, which is actually kind of cool that I figured that out accidentally. So if I go here, I bet you it says load level by instance instead of open level. Yeah, see, load level by instance. If I replace this with open level by object reference instead, and then I go to debug, it fixes it. Okay, so compile, and then let's play. Okay, yeah, so that fixed it. So that's weird. If you open level, it will just forget everything about the previous level and open the new level. If you load level by object reference, it will actually take its data and put it into the current level, which is kind of cool. It's not cool, and you don't want to do that. Oh, and you know what's cool too, Tyler? Look, I have actual like player controls and shit. What's really cool about, you know, having player controls and shit is I can do weird stuff, because I bet you there's already collision for that model. So if I turn on physics here and I play, I could probably like bump into this and shit and move it around. Yeah, see? Isn't that, see? I could put this on Steam right now. Ball in bush room simulator. It's not false marketing. It's literally a ball simulating physics in a room full of bushes. Yeah, it's literally what it is. You wouldn't be able to come at me about that. I could put this on Steam for $60 right now. Like, just look at this. Right? Like, I could just put that up on Steam right now. All right, cool. So, this is how fucked up learning this stuff is, dude. I spent 3 hours basically on, I mean, it wasn't the most productive 3 hours, but like basically 2 or 3 hours learning how to do what I just did in 13 minutes. That's how much of an uphill battle this is. That like it takes so long to learn the most basic of things. But that's good. So we have play exit is good. Level select to no. Load save, we're working on that. Player framework. So we do have all of these things. Collision box, camera. Well, technically not camera. We gotta tweak these things. Controls, yes. Movement, yes. Actually, you know what? Because the prerequisite systems are there, I'm gonna toggle these as, I'm gonna mark these as yes. Like, I have the bones in place because I used a template, so I can fuck with that later though. So, level selection, no. Main menu, yes. Settings, no. Save load, no. No. Level select, no. Load save system. Progression framework. That's redundant because I have that down up here too. Just delete that. Projectile firearm system. Technically, basic AI, no. Okay. Player character framework systems, no. Alright, so we got like half this shit done ish. We got all the easy stuff done. Tomorrow, if I'm around, I'll have to tackle some of the rest of the stuff. The save load system is going to be complicated. Oh, I just realized I turned my heater back on at some point during the stream. I forgot. So if you're wondering what that buzzing noise is in the background, that's what that is. But I think I'm gonna shelve this for tonight. I might look into some of the other systems in my own time, just so I'm not like taking up more time on the stream being non-productive. So that's it. That's just it. I'm gonna turn off the stream now.